Just over the back corner of my backyard, I've I was doing a bit of stargazing, watching the night, and I noticed one star that pulled my attention, pulled me into it, and as I watched its form, it changed and shifted, and it was like a triangular star, shifting in unknown triangular ways. The best that I could describe of which is the center 3 points of this triangle, the corner of it, as that was the light, at least for part of it. Um, and I watched it grow roots and spread very, very thinly across a small portion of sky. And in a moment where my attention started to waver on it, it swooped, moved rapidly, and just as soon as my attention was fully caught upon it once more, as soon as it startled me, as soon as that very human thing of when something moves without expectation, as soon as that kicked in, it stopped moving once more and grew its roots. And then I heard something. Something to bring my attention back down from the stars, down to the place around me, and that was the pained cries of what sounds like some sort of beast, but likely a cow. I I've heard mooing. I live in a used to live in a really rural area. Now I live close to a city, but with the exception of a small field that, to my knowledge, only has one older resident within and no intentional animals within it. There's no fields for one to graze. There's no place for a cow here. But I heard one. Pained cries every few seconds, and I started out the back gate to see if that was the way, as that's the direction of the field. And no sooner had I passed through the back that I noticed the sound was not coming from ahead of me. It was still coming from behind. I stood there for a few moments, turning and shifting to make sure that I had the direction correct. And I took the steps back in, followed the sound towards my house, and as soon as I walked in, once more I noticed it's back towards the yard. So, a sound behind the house, I thought. But going through another gate, I come out to the front and listen. No cries to be heard. And as I step back in to the backyard, I hear it. I searched for a while, going from spot to spot, turning and listening as carefully as I could. And it just seemed to come from the middle of the yard. Back to the spot I was watching the star. Whenever I came in, it was still going, but I sit here in my room, the window right next to the back, and I hear it no more. I did not hear it when I first came in after I passed the door. But a small part of me thinks that as soon as I walk back out, I'll hear it once more. I'll probably hear it.